Do you still believe there were 81 million votes for the man who reads, end of quote? During a speech on Tuesday, the king of naps learned there's some stuff in the prompter you're not supposed to read, like the instructions.
You may have heard the CEO of Walmart yesterday on the steps we've taken. He said, and I quote, "The combination of private enterprise and government working together has been really successful. Because of the actions we've taken, things have begun to change." End of quote.
It happens to the best of us. Like the time I thought the teleprompter was telling me to kill Cat Timph. Yeah, laugh. You think she's off for Thanksgiving. But Biden was spared embarrassment by the fact he didn't seem to realize it. Even he doesn't listen to himself anymore. But at least Biden's still on good terms with Vice President Harris. It's nice he has a friend along who's also unpopular. They appeared together at a D.C. soup kitchen, which is doing great business during his presidency. The pair showed a real fondness for each other, and he definitely didn't appear to ignore her the whole time. I kid, they seem about as close as Siberia and Texas. Or maybe he was distracted by all the soup. It's the chewiest food Dr. Jill lets him have. Finally, after touting the release of 50 million barrels of oil from our strategic reserves, some of it diverted to moisturize Nancy Pelosi's face, Joe says we should rest easy.
All these concerns a few weeks ago, there'd not be ample food available for Thanksgiving. So many people talked about that, understandably. But families can rest easy. Grocery stores are well stocked with turkey and everything else you need for Thanksgiving. And the major retailers I mentioned have confirmed that their shelves will be well stocked in stores this holiday season.
Hey, so rest easy. Everything's fine, according to the guy who's in bed by 6 p.m. Enjoy that turkey if you can get it. It's only 24% more expensive this year. Right, Joe?
Look. Everybody has got to take it easy, all right? Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive. It's Thanksgiving, all right? So just, when you have your turkey, have some turkey, and you sit in your easy chair, and you just think about nothing, no problems, nothing on your mind. Why did I run for president? I don't know. Pumpkin pie.
That was great. Tom, do you, before you do these videos, do you try to stay up as long as possible so you're exhausted?
I did. I had a full meal, so I was getting into character.
Yes.
It is a concern of mine. I do get tired. We all get tired after Thanksgiving. And to be honest, I've made that mistake with the teleprompter. When I was first here, I think I was guest hosting for you on the 5, and they write direction, but I didn't know it was direction.
Yes.
So I was like, and now let's go to the video, stop talking. Why did I just say that?
Yeah. No, I've done it myself, but then I'm not in politics for 50 years and leader of the free world.
And he's been doing teleprompters. And, so he has been practiced at this, and he's getting worse, which tells you something.
Yeah. Dagan, we're not even through the first year. He's degrading rather quickly. What is it going to be like in the next 3? Is he going to be around?
He'll be around, but since Kamala Harris has clearly been sidelined, she's got no shot.
Yeah.
They really aren't going to run her in 3 years. So go for broke. Like if she's going to get the cold shoulder working the soup line, she should stand behind him at every opportunity and just make hand gestures
enjoy it.
like this.
Yes.
or to really scare the out of people, start going boom, boom, like mushroom cloud. She's got nothing to lose.
No wonder, if she did that, though, I don't think Dr. Jill would be happy with that. Dr. Jill already doesn't like her. What do you think, Dr. Siegel? Do you think he's got... I hate asking medical experts medical opinions because you haven't examined the patient, so maybe I shouldn't ask. But anyway, do you think he's going to make it?
Raise your hand if you think this man needs an MRI of the brain. Raise your hand if you agree with Ambassador Nikki Haley, who says all over 70 who are going to try to be a leader need a cognitive test.
Right, yeah.
He's 49. I looked at the physical of Biden, and they're saying he can't walk anymore, a stiff-legged walk.
Yeah.
That makes me wonder what's going on upstairs. But the soup kitchen,
Yeah.
I think it's, whether you have a problem thinking clearly or not, it's a disgrace to give somebody a cold shoulder at a warm soup kitchen.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. There you
He's so happy with that one. Look at the dog.
By the way, yours was the best. What you did, amazing. Should win an Emmy for
I don't
that.
know that man.
Thank you.
Jimmy, last word to you. What do you make of this whole mess we call the presidency?
Well, the whole soup kitchen thing was hilarious, but if you think what Biden did with the food was bad, you should see what Hunter did with the brownies. Not good. Not
You know what?
good.
I would do that with the Browns.
Yeah, you would, and that's why we love you, man.
Yeah.
But no, people think they hate each other. I don't actually think it's true. Joe and Kamala are actually opening a Mexican chain restaurant called Not on the Border. And it's a big hit. No, I mean, we all know. You can read the body language. They hate each other. There's no two ways about it. The fact that the White House, has gone out of its way to distance themselves from her in the press, that doesn't happen by accident. The press doesn't report things this White House doesn't want them to. And he has alienated Kamala because he is privately telling all of his friends that he's running for president in 2012. And, she knows it's not good. She's offended.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.